Hello, I'm Sam Peterson, an old gay trans man with bad teeth who loves knives. And you have arrived at the straight edge. And I, as I mentioned, love knives, and I'm not here to rate them or whatever. I'm not here to do all that drama. I'm just here to share a couple knives with you because you know what? Sharing is caring. Hey there, turnips! I called you that because you turn up. See what I did there? Dad joke. I've got to talk about my recent obsession. No, it's not Britney Spears. Is that what you thought I was going to say? Patrick Mahomes? It's compound grinds. Yay, compound grinds. Are they better? Are they worse? Are they equal to the task as a straight grind? Straight flat knife? I don't know. People have their opinions. I just think they're massively cool. I love a compound grind. So when I saw this little guy on the secondary market for $100, I was like, count me in, boss. It reminded me so much, at least the picture did, of my Liang Ma blade. It's a classic Japanese form, the tanto. That's what they call a short sword with a tanto blade. It's shorter than a katana. Tanto has folded itself into the knife lexicon now. It's a common knife shape that's seen in a lot of fun knives. Look at that compound grind. Vosteed has one, Bestech has one, Jake Hoback has one, and everybody who has a table at SHOT Show has one. Has a tanto edge. This little booger is from KANSEPT, a builder of very unique edges which don't always appeal to me. They're just so weird sometimes I can't get into them, which may surprise some of you. I want to tweak their designs just a little bit, and then they would be appealing to me. But anyway, this guy is the perfect EDC blade. Why do I say that? Because it's called the Anomaly. No, that's not why, but it is called the Anomaly. It's titanium and S35VN with a back flipper that works astonishingly well. It's on the smaller side, so if you don't like a blade under 3.5 inches, then you can forget this one. This is about 3.25, which is a perfect size for me, Sam Peterson. For all that they're weird, KANSEPT makes good knives. The fit and finish is always, you know, it's always pretty top tier. Not fantastic, but, you know, it's good. For the price, they're excellent, I think. And you know what? You want to know what's weird? I was eating beets when I wrote this. My cat is lurking because I was also eating sweet potatoes, a vegetable my parents would not serve us when I was a child because they attached the rugged, manly sweet potato to the notorious yams with marshmallow topping at Thanksgiving. That is a real class divider, that dish. The sweet potatoes with the marshmallow on top, definitely a class divider. Upper class, no. Other classes, yes. Yes. But not my parents. Snobs, 100%. This knife was somewhat of a disappointment to me when I first got it, and let me tell you why. It feels like aluminum, and it was slightly smaller than I had imagined. You know, you see it and you play some little Jedi mind games with yourself and you think it's enormous, and it's not. That's what she said, for sure. However, putting it to use has course-corrected my erroneous thinking. It is a sturdy little useful guy. So handy to have. Let's compare it to the Liang Ma, shall we? Here's the Liang Ma. Similarly, they're both back flippers. The Liang Ma is slightly longer with a slight upturn towards, see that upturn? Which almost makes you overlook the subtle corner where those two grinds meet. See what I mean? The KANSEPT Anomaly was created by Dirk Pinkerton, who I know as a designer who creates small knives. He's a big small knife guy. He's kind of a neck knife kind of a guy. But he designs very interesting shapes. And apparently, according to KANSEPT, he was hot to get to this design. That's what it says on the website. Like, Dirk Pinkerton was hot for this knife. All right, Dirk, you get it. You get it, boy. The Anomaly is a flat grind, while the Liang Ma Warrior is a beautiful, luscious hollow grind. The hollow grind on this knife is delicious. It is so satisfying. It just feels amazing. It's little touches like that that distinguish $360 knives from this. I guess originally it was about 140 plus, or 160. 160 is too much for this knife here. This hair knife is too much. I loathe saying that, but it's true. This is an around the way knife, which is not like an around the way girl. What I mean by that is this knife is like a hang around your house by where you leave your keys or whatever, finds itself in that drawer with all the other stuff. And it'll be your like letter opener, your EDC around the house. I have a couple knives that sort of linger in various spots in my home, and I put them to work. That's enough about this particular knife. Let's do something different. Not the Liang Ma. Liang Ma. Okay. Remember this knife? Do you remember this knife? Look at that beautiful, crazy blade. This is the MKM Goccia by Jens Anso. Anso is a prolific designer for whom I have a penchant. I have a lot of Anso design knives. I'm really drawn to his blade shapes, and this one is no exception. It's a weirdo shape, a wicked shape, if you will, and you will. You see how it's almost like a reverse recurve. It goes down, slightly up, and then drop point. Shh. Very strange. So it is a drop point. It's got this interesting belly, very whale-like, I would say, like a skinny whale. Anyway, this is unique for an Italian knife because it's not all soft and chamfered. You know, when you usually get an Italian knife, they're all chamfered, and they have those beautiful rounded edges. What the fuck is that called? It always drops out of my mind when I want to say it. But anyway, you get my point. They're always very, there's a lot of attention paid to the ergonomics and the hand feel of the knife. But this reminds me of knight's armor more than anything. It's the most metal knife I own. It's M390 and titanium. It's named the Goccia because of this beautiful milled raindrop pattern. You see that? Goccia means raindrop in Italian. It's heavy without being annoyingly so, and it's so fun to flick because it does sound like a knife. See if I can get, it's this, before it fully gets there, there's a great metal sound. Did you hear that? So that's the sound of it opening. There's that boom. So cool. It really is so metal. The liner lock is a little stiff, again, what she said, but I prefer a liner lock to most mechanisms, so I'm not unduly sad about it. I really do love a liner lock. This one is, I have to say, it's not the most pleasant. Again, because of the aforementioned lack of attention to the edges. I mean, they're not unsanded, but they're not all crowned. Crown spine, that's what I'm talking about. They're not crowned like usual Italian. And I'm praying that this was made after the Italians, who are notorious for soft steel, have upped their game steel-wise, because like a couple years ago, I think they started upping their steel. Did you get snow? Did you? Did you not? Go outside and play. Shoo! Go on. Get. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, hello, hello, hello. Is my mic on this time? Yes! Yay!